So, what I'm doing today is moving the gear lever up a notch because it's sitting just a tad low. With the boots I used to use, it wasn't too bad, so I just left it. But I've now got myself a pair of these TCX boots, and they've got a chunkier toe on them, which makes it harder to fit in under the gear lever. Because just now, it sits really level, and if you want to change up, you're having to bend your ankle at one hell of an angle just to get under the gear lever. So I mean that's really not comfortable when you're riding. So I'm going to bite the bullet and move the gear lever up a notch. It's a fairly easy job. There's 3 bolts that need to come out. There's this bolt here, which goes right through the engine, and it's a 17mm spanner on that end, 14mm socket this end. And then coming down around the bottom half of the frame, you've got another one here which is 12mm, and it's got a blind nut behind it, so you don't even have to get in there with a spanner, which is really quite handy. So that one comes out, and then once that happens, you can push the foot peg down, so you can slide the gear selector off the output shaft. It's got a, what size is that, a 10mm bolt, 10mm pinch bolt holding it on. So what I've done already is I've marked the gear selector in the shaft with a magic marker, so I've got a reference as to where it was originally. So if I yank the thing off and think, oh geez, where was it, then I can just line it back up with that, move it up one spline. I think I'll go with one spline first and then see how it is, and then obviously all the bolts back in. So the tools that you need are the 17mm, preferably a ring spanner, the 14mm socket. I'm using this on a 1/2 inch driver because I'm pretty expecting the bolts to be in tight. Then we've got the 12mm. I'm going to start off with the 12mm ring spanner because I reckon again that bolt's going to be in fairly tight. I wouldn't want to damage my ratchet spanner because that'll make life a lot easier undoing, just going back and forward with that. And then I've just got the 10mm socket for the pinch bolt, and again that's just a 1/4 inch drive ratchet there. So that's it, that's the entire collection of tools that you need for doing the job. So what I'm going to do first is remove this bolt, and then that one, and then I'll push down on here, move the shaft, pinch that bolt, tighten up the pinch bolt again, put that one back in, and then the front bolt. So it's basically just a reverse order of taking everything apart. And it goes, yeah, that went straight through, that's good. Probably heard that, it's another jet flying over. We're on the flight path from Edinburgh Airport. It can be a bit annoying most of the time, but the planes kind of take off and fly right over our house, then over that way through the trees and into the clouds. But we had Air Force One flying over when Joe Biden was at that COP26. Also, our dearly departed Queen, when they were moving her body from Balmoral back down to London, that flew over. That was quite a sight to see because the sun was sitting sort a bit further over, and it was lovely just watching the Globemaster disappearing into the sun over that way. Yeah. So that was that. Sidetracked a wee bit now. So righty tighty. Get in there. So like I say, there isn't really any signs of any torque settings, so I'm just going to do this to what it kind of felt like coming off. The last thing you want is your engine dropping out. Oops, that was exhaust. Idiot. Right, so that's that done, and now I just need to finish tightening off the rear frame bolt. Is it this way round? Again, I'll nip it up with the ring spanner once the ratchet spanner's done its work, because I really don't want to break them, even though it's a good Halfords one. Halfords Advanced. That's it nipped up. Don't want to go any tighter than that. So yeah, that's it. Easy job. 3 bolts, front frame, rear frame, and pinch bolt on the gear lever. So there's a plane. See if I can see it. There somewhere in the clouds. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. Yeah. So what I'll do now is I'll take it out for a bit of a run round, see if it's made a difference. Yeah. Good old feather brown. You can probably see in the chrome it's really fuzzy reflection because I've put ACF 50 all over it, mud guards, basically anything metal, so engine casings, frame. So that should protect it through the winter. Any signs of corrosion and I'll be straight on it. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in a bit. Bye.